try to get my coochie stretched. I try to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga would be eating nigga ass today in London. Period.
No, she belongs to the streets.
Women keep asking, where are all the good men? Look, they're either working, chilling, or maybe ignoring people.
Women, number one, it is unspeakably unattractive to your fellow man when you have body counts that are 5, 6, 7, 8. Men do not want to date women that are sleeping around campus all the time. Period. They don't.
I fear that I might be her first baddie. I don't think she knows what it takes to with someone of my echelon. And I'm a baddie because I said so. So you guys have to follow along.
So what do you think is too high of a body count for a girl then?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough question. I feel like it's different for everyone. Cause,
Yeah, you give a number.
like, for me, like, 20.
I don't even know which is for.
Women will always regret losing a good man. Now, I'm not even bullshitting you here. This is not clickbait. This is the full truth. I've seen it many times. If you protected her, you took care of her, those are two things that a lot of men cannot do. I'm gonna be honest. It's very hard to find a man like you, and she'll realize that, trust me, pinky promise. I don't care if you made mistakes or you had flaws. If you were there, then you were there. Think about how many guys would leave her after the first sign of discomfort. You didn't. And if you did, she has to think about all those other times that you stayed with her. So then she really up. One-on-one coaching in my bio.
Wait, what'd you say?
I know you're watching football all day, so I'm gonna go get you some more beer and make some wings for lunch. And I was also thinking that we could hang that TV outside so you could have 2 games at once. Why are you crying?
It's just the first time that you've said that you've loved me in a while.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
I want that. I don't know why I want that so bad, but I want that. Like, if that call me right now, I'm gonna drop everything and run to him. That's how bad I want him. I want that. I want to be in that nigga's skin.
Right, and what I found is a lot of these women, the relationships are built with these women. From the first date, you're not going to be like, wow, this woman is worth a $120 date, an expensive, extravagant date. If you're not the type of man that just goes out and blows his money on whatever. And a lot of women don't realize that either. They think that they're owed that right off the bat, and he'll somehow just know. And what I found is a lot of the women that do end up being worth that are the ones that don't expect it. They see it as a nice little gift you're doing for them. And they have so much love and appreciation for that because they genuinely love spending time with you. It's not about what they can get out of you. And these same women will want the best for your finances overall.
In 2026, I am no longer part of the independent woman crew. I am no longer part of the crew that says, I don't need a man. I am off of the crew of I can do it by myself. I'm done. Get me off of those committees because, baby, I need a man. I need my husband. I don't know what I was thinking and who brainwashed me. Because if I'm being honest, all of those things were a facade to protect myself from getting my feelings hurt or my heart broken. But in 2026, I'm ready. I'm gonna try this thing out. For real this time.
2 days ago, I got arrested by my ex-boyfriend because I was banging on his window because he got mad about me sleeping with some other guy. Either way, he got me arrested. I was handcuffed, and I was so sad, and I was so mad, but I still banged on his window multiple times. The guy that handcuffed me, he was super cute, and I was like, hey.
This is fantastic. She cheated on this guy, right? Did him dirty. Then she went to his house, like banging on the door, and the guy called the cops. I love it. Wally, listen, honey, you're an intruder. First of all, you did him dirty and he's done, right? And secondly, you're an intruder at this point. Like, get off my property, right?
It's really unfortunate that men make more money than women because what do they even spend it on?
Interesting. Although I think someone should explain exactly why it's anyone's business what any person does with their money. As long as they're not hurting anyone, Who cares? And why exactly would you be concerned about it? Unless, of course, someone's actually upset that they think that the men aren't spending enough money on them. But I guess they didn't take into consideration that a lot of men tend to make more money than women because, one, they tend to work a lot of those jobs that some women simply don't want to do, and oftentimes they put in more hours at those particular jobs than women do. But I guess they didn't take that into consideration because that would actually involve thinking things through.
Let me ask you a question. What's your body count?
My body count?
Yeah.
I'd rather not share that on the internet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, here's the thing. I knew you were going to say that. There's a reason why you don't want to disclose that.
Yes, because I have free will and I can say what I want. Thank you.
No, sure. But let's actually peel the layer back, right? Okay. The reason why you don't want to disclose it, as well as women in general don't want to disclose that, because women understand that their sexuality defines their value in the dating marketplace. Women instinctually know that their body count directly affects, and their past promiscuity directly affects their ability to find a suitor in the future, right? So when people use a term like, which is a pejorative term, that's attributed to women because you guys care about your body count because that limits your ability to find a man. But for us, the more partners we have, typically the more value we have, because as a man, for you to be able to get a lot of you have to bring something to the table. Men that have a lot of women typically have some kind of money, some status, they're charming, they have something.
Can I speak?
Well, I'm finishing my point to answer your question. So men have to bring something to the table to be promiscuous. Women don't. So that's why it's not respected.
What do women need to do to make men feel safe within their vulnerability and their emotions?
I think women need to stop throwing things back in men's faces. I think one of the main reasons why men start to retract and feel like they can't just be open and honest, they can't just keep it a buck, is because women get offended, they throw it back in their face later, they try to guilt them, wrong them, or shame them for certain things. And it's really unfortunate because a man already has to be tough in the world by nature. So when he comes home, it should be a safe space. And if he's not able to just have those conversations with you, like, hey, I'm struggling with the desires of my heart, or hey, I'm really exhausted from work, although a man's probably not going to say that, nor is he probably going to share his emotions. But I think that it's a beautiful opportunity to find a woman and choose a woman and stick with a woman that allows you to be safe inside of your masculine and your feminine, because we all have both.
A lot of these women, man, they can go through the whole list and a man can be the entire list. You can do everything right. You can go through and have maybe 80% of that stuff on that list and she'll still leave 90% of the stuff on the list. 95. But I just wonder if there is another person out there. It's gotta be somewhere out there. God, send me my man. Like 95% of the stuff that I want. But I'm looking for that last 5%. I'm looking for that 100%. Fool around, leave the good man, and then find out you have 0% because you were acting like an idiot. And then you wonder why men don't chase you, because I already see in your eyes, you up to no good. You got foolishness on your mind.
Sure.
Do you have a type?
I like muscle bound. I like, medium height. I like a man that's very masculine, in the way he carries himself. He's not like super communicative. Like, I believe like a real man is of a few words,
You're attracted to somebody who's muscle bound, but if you meet a man who is health conscious and cares about his looks, that takes a lot of work.
It does.
Why do you think that a man who has put in that much energy into his health would be even attracted to somebody who aesthetically has not put the same work in for herself?
So listen, he asked me if I had a type. I don't really have a type.
You did. You were very specific. You said muscle bound.
I said what
muscle
I don't.
bound.
No. What I said was I don't like tall, skinny guys.
You don't.
Because
you told us what you didn't like. You said muscle bound, though.
I'm a big girl. We just won't go together.
A lot of the time, there's no accountability. You have not been in the gym.
I have not.
I don't need your confirmation on that. I can see it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Comment below.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that on my channel. You get your big fat on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy broads.
This don't kill my vibe. This don't kill my vibe.
If you think you can get out here and be like Danny's big, go knock yourself out. But I would be remiss to try to tell you as an image consultant and as a person and a professional that you can be 5'3" and weigh so much that you don't even want to tell somebody how much you weigh and think you're going to get a man to marry you. A high value man. So you go ahead and go on back over and get your 2-piece or 3-piece or whatever you got coming from, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes or, and carry your on over. Do you think she talked to Brad that way? No. And go on ahead and get your slave fantasy out. You got your mind. I think you talking to me.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, nobody's ever finna make me feel bad for wanting a nigga that spend that shit, okay? It's a difference between having a that got money and having a that spend that shit. I need a shark, okay? Somebody that overly spends that shit. Never tells me no. I don't even tell myself no. So you think you finna come over here and tell me no? It's not happening. I need an overly loaded spender. Send me your biggest spender. Need that. And y'all are never gonna make me feel bad for wanting a nigga that spends that. I feel like I'm very deserving. I work very hard. I take care of all my own already. So if you're gonna come around, you for sure gonna be spending something. You gotta make my life easier, okay? And if I'm not struggling by myself, I'm for sure not gonna be struggling with y'all. I can't do with a little. I can't do with a broke. I need a spender, a shark, preferably, okay? I'm tired of around with Nemo and them. I can't, I literally, I cannot. I have no more tolerance in me for anybody. All that, you gotta wait till Friday. I don't even make myself wait till Friday. What the are we even talking about? I need it now. Thank ya. And cut already too, because we ain't doing that.
If a girl that you're dating isn't putting out, she doesn't like you. If she suddenly wants to take things slow after you guys were talking and dating for a while, it's because she doesn't like you. She's either weighing her options, still stuck on an ex, or doesn't really care about you. There is no woman on this planet that gets into a relationship and doesn't put out. All these women that are like, I want to wait 3 months, I want to wait 4 months and make a guy court her for all this time is because the men that she really likes, she's gonna sleep with them very quickly. And I don't mean that these types of women are sleeping with everybody that they get to know, but the ones that they actually like and care about and want a relationship with, they are going to sleep with them, period. It's the easiest thing to understand. She'll say things like, let's see how this goes, or I'm not really sure, I still need more time. When women really like someone, they're really whores for them. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Okay, bye.
You know what my favorite thing about my man is? You wanna know? That he literally turned the hoe into the housewife. He literally turned the hoe into a housewife. It's possible. I'm just folding his boxers. It took a minute. I was like, I ain't ready to settle down, baby. I'm still out here in the streets. But he turned me into a housewife. How's your mic? Yeah, he did it, yeah.
Some things should not be said out loud or said at all. If that's what the case was, keep that to yourself, because that's not a flex. And imagine the guy, the man watching this, like now because it got millions of views, imagine everybody know that he turned a hoe into a housewife and he's just sitting there. And I'm just saying, she probably made it because she wants to go back to the streets. That's probably why she made it. So just FYI, because she belongs to the streets, fam.
One of the biggest lies that married couples tell each other is, we're just too busy. You don't lose intimacy overnight. You lose it in small daily ways. Less touching, less flirting, less laughing with each other. More phone time, more stress, more feeling like roommates instead of husband and wife. So by the time that you actually lay down together at night, It is not that you don't have time. It's simply that you do not feel connected, because intimacy doesn't start at night. It starts in the way you talk to each other first thing in the morning, the way you kiss each other goodbye before you leave for work, the way you just hug each other in the kitchen, the small ways you make each other feel wanted during the day. The couples that stay connected don't just have less to do. They just refuse to put their marriage last. Because when the emotional connection is strong, the physical connection usually follows. But when that emotional connection disappears, intimacy starts to feel like a chore instead of a connection. And that's how marriages slowly turn into roommates.
Like my dad says all the time, keep living. You gonna need me before I need you. Karma, consequences. What goes around comes around. You don't need a GPS to find you. All that energy that you pushed out in your 20s and your 30s, you're playing around, you're running through your roster, you're treating good guys, nice guys like trash. That energy's gonna come right back to you. Unfortunately for you, right? And now you in your 30s and 40s wondering why you can't find nobody to call you back. Wondering why you can't find nobody to court you and chase you and yearn and pine and all that other good stuff that you saw in the movies. Can't find nobody solid. You know why. You just don't want to admit it.
Let me tell you how I'm feeling this morning. This Monday morning, I am tired of feeling like an independent woman. I'm tired of being an independent woman. I'm tired of being the big dog. I'm tired of being the breadwinner. I'm tired of being the fixer of all the things. I'm tired of mowing my own yard. I'm tired of taking the trash out. I'm tired of being the only one to take the kids to school. I'm ready to be dependent. I mean, dependent. I want to be so dependent. I want to start every sentence with, my husband said, and I don't even care if he's right. I don't even care if he's right. I want to be like, you want to, what am I doing this weekend? Let me ask my husband. Oh, you want to know if I can, let me ask my husband. You asking me if I can, oh, let me ask my husband. My husband will know. Let me tell my husband. That's broke. Let me tell my husband. That needs to be done. Let me tell my husband. That needs to be paid. Let me tell my husband. I'm going to be dependent. I'm ready to be dependent this morning. So listen, Lord, universe, my husband, wherever you're at, come home. I'm going to need you to come home. Quit playing with all these girls out here. Quit doing whatever you're doing. Come home, because I'm done. Done. Rita, 7, size 7. Done this morning.
If I get in the car with a and we going on a date, we trying to do something, and you like, I can't find nowhere to park. You ain't no leader, bro. Why are you expressing to me that you can't find no parking spot? Get out the passenger seat and let me drive.
What man is gonna pull up to the destination and says, baby, I can't find parking. What am I supposed to do? None. 0. None of them. And if he does says, baby, I can't find parking, it's usually observational. He's not saying, take the driver's seat and you find parking because I can't. You're saying he should get out of the driver's seat and give it to you. Where are you gonna park if there's no parking? On top of people's car? He's no leader because there's no parking? Yo, I swear they get dumber by the second. She's claiming she has some form of experience, and when she explained the experience, it's the guy didn't have parking, and she was on a side of a building that he didn't know where she was, and he was like, look, I don't have parking, and I don't know where you are. Like, how do I get to where you are? It's like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with him saying, I don't know where you are, how do I get to you? Y'all are so weird. She's gonna call him stupid, and girl, I will say somebody is stupid, and it ain't him.
So one of the biggest blocks I see of why women don't get pursued by men is because there is an energy of you trying to be seen by a man, and this is why it's such a big deal, okay? 1, you trying to be seen, yeah, of course you're gonna draw on attention. I used to draw on a ton of guys. I'm a feminine erotic embodiment teacher. I do the healing subconscious reprogramming. I do all of the polarity work, the deep stuff, okay? Here's the thing when you're trying to be seen. When you're trying to be seen, you're coming out of your body to get something. You're not being a deeply embodied feminine woman receiving energy rather than projecting energy. You will attract a bunch of men that want to see women. that want to see. They want to see women, right? When you come into your body and you no longer need to be seen, you no longer need validation, you don't care what he thinks, you don't care if he thinks you're beautiful or your hair looks good or your dress looks good. Yes, later in the relationship, it can turn you on when your man loves the way you look. But the energy of like needing to be seen, and you know, if you have this coming out of your body, pushes away really like integrated masculine men because you're coming out, right? Integrated masculine men, they want a very deeply embodied woman. So if you have this, it's not a big deal. I used to have it too, guys. You just have to heal the little girl wounds in you. You have to heal the past experiences of where you weren't seen growing up that you are now trying to get it in this relationship.
I think one of the most underrated parts of marriage is flirting. Like, I genuinely love flirting with my husband. I love hyping him up. I love telling him how good he looks, especially when he's walking in the door after work covered in dirt, oil, and grease. I love grabbing his arm in public, giving him that look across the room, sending the text during the day that says I'm thinking about you. I love getting him a little bit worked up, teasing him a little, making him blush. I am my husband's biggest hype man, and I am not even a little bit embarrassed about that. Because here's the thing nobody talks about. When you flirt with your spouse, you're not just being cute. You are reminding them, I still choose you. I'm still attracted to you. I'm still crazy in love with you. Life gets busy. Kids, stress, work, bills, all of it. But flirting keeps you from turning into roommates that run a household together. It keeps the energy alive. It keeps the friendship alive. It keeps the attraction alive. So 2 things. Never stop dating your spouse and never stop flirting with the person you promised forever to.
Some of these modern women, they talk about, and you know, it's really the audacity of a lot of these modern women to sit up here and talk about women never have a one who got away. That's men. With all of the good men that y'all be fumbling, with all of these videos on regret and divorce, with all of these videos talking about how you shouldn't have left a good man. He was great to me. He provided this, he provided that, but I wasn't happy with it. Come on, guys. Y'all sit up here doing the wrong thing. You know, at some point in time, modern women need to take accountability for how terrible they are in the dating market. Period. End of story. Even outside of the dating market, you are a terrible, you have terrible tendencies. You have terrible tendencies. And you, unless you say, I need to fix that, you're going to continue to do the same thing over and over again. And that's what men are trying to tell you. You're not as great as you think you are.
Hi, I would like to apply to no longer be a strong, independent woman. Yeah, I quit. I don't get a trophy. I don't get to collect go and pass $200. And honestly, it sucks. Yeah, let's see what we can do about that. Look, I have been on my own for a while now, so I believe that I have passed the test. I appreciate myself. I love myself. I respect myself. I understand what it takes to have, this balanced life. But I really just am so over being a strong, independent woman. I actually kind of hate it now. I hate it. Well, if you opt out of being a strong, independent woman, you're gonna stop attracting people who want low commitment, emotional intimacy from you. I don't know, being a strong, independent woman's a good thing. You don't wanna be some trad wife or something, do you? Look, that's an extreme on the opposite side of the spectrum. There's gotta be some kind of balance here, right? It's like life is better when there's that, is it called interdependence or something? Independence, where you recognize that you are the creme brulee and you're good on your own, but creme brulee also tastes really great with strawberries too. But creme brulee is still good on its own and strawberries are still good on its own. But, you also realize that, hey, this would actually be so great to share these experiences with, because at some point it's like, what's the point, right? Yeah, no one cares. Anyways, thanks for the sob story. We're going to send you some more people who are probably not emotionally ready for a relationship, but they're going to look to you to be that guiding light. Isn't that great? Great.
When you first heard me say, when I'm in a relationship, I don't pay a bill, did you ever feel like, oh, she's a gold digger? Be honest.
No, I didn't. Really? Okay, so check this out. I feel like when you say that, you just know your worth. You know the type of standards you set. And I've never heard you say, in order to date me or in order for me to take you serious, you have to pay all my bills. I've never heard you say that. I just heard you say, when I'm in a serious relationship, I don't pay bills. Like, so what I hear is the man has taken over the bills for whatever reason. Like, he wants to, which I feel like, oh man, when you get to that point and you have a woman that's yours and you know she's yours, then you want to provide for her. So it's not like you're demanding that. It's just what comes natural when you're dealing with a woman like you. So it's not a gold digger, that's crazy.
Have you ever experienced a gold digger or someone that's asked you for money after really not even knowing you?
Definitely, all the time, especially in Atlanta. Like 30 minutes into knowing somebody, they'll ask you to pay their bills.
Dang.
2 days after, like, oh, I need rent, or I'm in a jam, and I'm like, so that's common. Like, that's why this question always comes up. It always comes up. Like, women target guys to get their bills paid. Like, that's pretty common.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask if you think being a provider gives you more power in the relationship or more responsibility per se.
No, but I do think it's heavily judgmental.
It's heavily judgmental. So you object to judging people. Didn't you say earlier that your allowance, well, not allowance, but you need a guy to spend $5,000 to $10,000 on you a month?
I said that's the average amount of probably what it would come to if you're putting like fun things, like the average relationship expenses into play, but definitely not an allowance.
Would you date a guy who works at McDonald's?
No.
So you're judging him.
What judgment is that?
That's a judgment.
You could have been missing out on like the best burger flipper ever, and you just pass him by. How judgy.
I don't know. I think body counts between like 10 to 30 in today's society is like normal, honestly.
Let me ask a different question I'm just curious about. Assume right this second you enter into this dating market. I don't know much about the dating market. Okay, I've been off it for a long time, and thank God for that. But let's say you enter into it right now and you were a virgin. Would it be invasive if somebody asked your body count then?
Yes. I still wouldn't tell anybody because I feel like guys take advantage of women who have low sexual experience.
How do they take advantage? How do they take advantage?
Do you think then that most women's answers, when they answer that it's invasive or they don't like it or this type of thing, is because they have themselves a high body count?
Not necessarily. I don't even consider myself to be in that category. I just don't think it's a man's business. Like, why? Like, what benefit do you gain knowing who I've slept with in the past? Like,
so we can disqualify you from dating.
Yeah, but I agree with
no
what
one has
she's
asked me
saying
that
too. Because sometimes ignorance is bliss. Like, let's say hypothetically you meet.
Give me the red pill.
That's the blue pill.
Okay, let's say
I want to know so I can make a determination of, do I want to date this person, yes or no? I don't want, like, I would want that information. That way I can make a determination.
Yeah, but let's say in every single aspect of this one person, let's say you've been meeting people and it's never worked out with anyone, and you meet this one person, they're absolutely perfect in every single aspect.
How old are you?
I'm 32, so I'm in the dating zone.
You've only dated one man. That means you've dated women?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you need high value?
Most of the guys that I have come in contact with, they strive for you to be businesswoman and work. I do desire to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to cater to the home.
See, this is one of the problems you ladies have. You have this really chaotic relationship picture. Mm-hmm. I like women, I like men. I'm celibate for spiritual reasons, but then I want to turn around and be a stay-at-home housewife with a high-value man. If I threw a bunch of puzzle pieces out and tried to make it all make sense, I'd have a better chance than putting some of this stuff together. I don't know why you ladies make this so complex. And then when asked, it's outside. You sound like a whole chaos, man. So when you say men want you to do such and so forth, you ain't had a man in 4 years. God damn. I'm just saying dating.
Right.
So how can you say what men do or don't?
That's true. That's just off observations from other people's experiences.
Exactly. Relationships have become a theoretical exercise with you ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it's cost you lots of time.
Right.
But you ladies all think you deserve high value men, and you're not high value women. I gotta be brutally honest. You're not high value women.
Okay.
And that's not an insult. It's no different than me saying 90 to 95% of men are high value, but you all tend to want this.
I never realized how much I need a man until now. Like, I've never been that person like, oh, I need a man. Oh, I want a man, I need a man. Oh my God, until now. Like, I never realized it. Last night, I sang a mice. And you talking about the most terrified person in the world? Oh my God. I don't care what y'all say. Getting on here talking about mice are so little, don't be scared. Child, I was scared as hell. I'm still scared. I haven't had no sleep. Like, oh my God, this is the worst. This is the absolute worst. Like, 2026 was going just fine for me. Things were going just smooth for me. And now this. Like, is this what we're going to be doing in 2026? Having creatures run up on me, scaring the out of me? I already have really bad anxiety. Like, my anxiety is bad. Top tier anxiety. High class anxiety. High maintenance anxiety. It's just bad. I haven't been asleep all night. I'm just terrified. Like, I'm supposed to be up getting Easter dinner ready. I'm like, I don't even care about Easter. Definitely don't care about looking at no food right now. Just knowing that, it's like this mice has my mind. Just knowing that every second I'm like, where is it at? What is it doing? Where's it gonna go next? Why is it here? I mean, I knew, no lie, maybe like 2 weeks ago, someone on this block cleaned out their garage that had not been cleaned out in over 10 to 15 years. Garage full of junk and trash. It was so much, filled to the top to bottom. It was so much stuff in there, they had to have one of those big construction dumpster deals. And it was filled all the way to the top, over the brim, when they got done. So I knew it was a possibility some creatures was going to be roaming out of that place and try to come to these good old warm, nice smelling homes.
And did you fill out the form?
I am mad. Like, me and you are needed for other things, other than financial reasons and things and stuff.
And you want me to?
You know, I don't know about y'all, but I need a man for things like this. Because I'm scared. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm scared. I'm tiptoeing. I'm checking for the mice. Like, it's just, that's all on my mind. It's, where's the mice? Like, how did this happen? I never realized how much I needed a man. What am I gonna do? And then there's my dad who's like, what? You should get a cat. Really? The mice is here now. I've never been a cat person, but I don't know. My better choice are dogs. And I don't know. Like, thanks, Pops. Get a cat. Is that your only answer? Are you gonna help?
You know, modern women, if they don't start playing their cards right, they're never gonna live this down. This bad behavior, this incessantly acting stupid for no apparent reason, and kikiing and ha, it's so funny, you're never gonna live this down. You don't want to be acting like this when you get about 35, 40 years old. You don't really want to be acting like this when you get 30. Honestly, when you're approaching 27, 28, you don't want to be acting like this. Please, you're approaching your prime. Stop doing that. You know, like in the NBA and the NFL, well, it's stretching out a little bit more because of science and all these things. So that's fantastic. But, you know, back in the day, you know, you probably in your prime when you What, you 26, 27 years old, 28 years old, you're in your prime in these professional sports. And then once you get 30, they're saying it's going downhill and stuff like that, right? Modern women are reaching their peak and wasting their time. They're acting stupid in their peak. It'd be the equivalent of Antonio Brown out there just acting a fool when, well, you know, Antonio Brown might have some other stuff that's going on with him. So to be fair, but in general, modern women, they reach their peak, and instead of going off in another 3 or 4 seasons and breaking records, securing their spot in the Hall of Fame, they start acting stupid. And men are like, oh no, we don't want you on our team. So you don't have the opportunities to rack up the points or rack up the yardage anymore because nobody wants you. So you effectively can't play in the pros anymore because you're acting stupid and you have a bad attitude. There's been plenty of players that have been passed on, projected high, but because of their attitude, because they were considered a cancer in the locker room, they were passed on. There's even been pros that have come back later on and said, you know, I wished I wouldn't have done some of the things that I did. I wish I wouldn't have said some of the things that I said. I regret that. I know now. Exactly. That's what modern women are going to start doing.